And we're live. Welcome everyone to our second episode of Conversations with Sarah Oxidine. I am your hostess, Sarah. And we have with us Guru Dan, Stargazer, Kathleen, Amran, and that is Stargazer. Okay. Yes. That's who we have. And Holly. There we go. Holly. Welcome all. Welcome all. Today, I'm sure will be another exciting session of conversations. If you like anything you hear and you would like to support, please feel free to donate. Donate by PayPal. That would be awesome. Thank you. This allows me to continue to do this for free for all the audience. So today is May 27th, 2016, and this is Memorial Day weekend. Everyone wants to speak? Hello, everybody. Unmute.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yow.
Hey, Raymond's working.
Oh, I like that yow. That was a really good energy there. Yeah.
Didn't hear Kathleen.
Kathleen, can we hear you? Okay, I think she's still fixing her microphone at the moment. And Holly, are you with us? Well, as they get situated, welcome Sheldon.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. And as we all get situated, I would like to begin with how are we celebrating our Memorial Day weekend? What are we doing? How are we enjoying ourselves this weekend? So anybody would like to start?
Well, it's my birthday this weekend, tomorrow.
Yes, we love birthdays.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yes, anything special?
Not that I can think of other than the stuff that happens to come my way.
Wonderful.
I know some good stuff is going to happen, so that's all I really need to know.
Yes, that's true. Always allow the unknown. Allow everything to happen, and you'll have the best time.
Thank you.
Yes, I love that. I've been working with that idea lately, releasing and allowing the unknown to just arrive. And it's not easy because we always want to know what's coming around the corner, yes?
Yeah, and when we do get to know what's coming around, like, it feels so nice to be in that mindset of, like, you know, the thing that's coming is so nice, but it's not here yet. But
yes.
it needs to be properly set up elsewhere before it can come to you. And that's what I've been learning is patience.
Patience is a big one. Yes.
Yeah.
Our Amran is sleepy over there. it's
wake
late
up
for him.
Yeah, I gotta wake up. My energies.
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah, this will help me.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have another quartz stone this week. I see. I brought some friends with me today. Here's my amethyst and a blue agate. You can see the nice colors there in the blue. And rose quartz, nice and pink. You can barely see it in the light. There we go. A tiger's eye / citrine. Some people say citrine, some people say it's tiger's eye. But you can, whatever you intend for, it'll be that. That's what I like to say about crystals. Whatever you intend for it, it'll do that thing you intend. You just make sure you clear the crystals. Give it moonlight, sunlight, water, and all of the above. That would clear it. And even musical notes. That would clear it as well. Sheldon, you've had experience with the musical notes, yes?
In a way, like now that you mention it, here I have this quartz. It was a gift.
Beautiful. Is that shadow quartz?
I don't know. It's like clear, and then there's like a rocky bit on the back. So it's like, you know, it happens to have a little dip there for like a thumb,
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
like,
Beautiful.
it's really special. I don't know what it's here for, but I'm learning.
Yes,
But
this is my quartz as well.
It's here for you, Sheldon.
Yes,
You don't know
and-
what it's here. It's here for you.
Stargazer says, don't forget love. Yes, Stargazer, always. Wonderful. So, are there any topics on our minds today that we would like to discuss in general? Dan, Amran?
I just think it's important for people to understand that we're in a portion of the cosmos that we've never been before.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to experience things we've never experienced before.
That's true.
So it's okay to be lost a little bit, and it's okay for nobody to know what's going on because nobody's been here before.
Yes. What Dan is referring to is this ascension timeline. What we've discovered through the many channelings and the information coming to us from our guides is that this is the first time the planet and the beings living on the planet have been able to ascend, meaning moving up dimensional levels from the third to fourth, changing their vibrational frequency at the same time. Hello, Mark Zenzo. Usually, the beings on a planet would be incarnated somewhere else as the planet is ascending, changing its vibration from one dimension to the next. But this planet, we decided to enjoy the ride. So, what do you think about that idea?
I think it's really important that when we feel disconnected from ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
That we learn to use ourself as our stable ground.
Yes.
But I know it takes a lot of effort. Like, it's hard to explain. It's kind of general, but yeah, like, you know, despite everything around you, you're like the really only one that you're worrying about. So it's like, if you become your own stable ground, things go a lot smoother.
Yes,
At least from what I've learned.
And reconnecting to the earth as well will help you in that connection and being stable and grounded. That's what we like to do. We like to remain grounded in the things that are going on within us and around us. Gaia, she is our natural vibration. So we always want to remember, we can always go back to her, meaning meditate under a tree or put our feet in the grass or the water and, you know, really get that balance within ourselves because she is our natural balance. She provides that service for us. So we should really appreciate her for all the many things we do. Yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just got an idea.
Yes.
So you know on beaches how people like to be buried and then like just their head sticking out?
Yes.
I was thinking, what if you did that like just to meditate?
Oh, that's awesome. The sand, they're all crystals.
Yeah, that
So
makes
that
sense.
would be really awesome because the crystals within the sand will allow the energy of the earth to come within you in a much easier fashion. Plus, the sand near the beach it has water, so it is very, very conductive. You have both the crystal and the water element. So that's an awesome idea. Beautiful. Yes. Anyone else? Ron, it seems you have a thought.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I was muted.
Yes.
I thought of pyramids.
Pyramids, yes.
One can use them, and I actually made one myself a little one, and they are very easy to make, and pyramids are also great to
Yes.
use to ground yourself with, and yeah, and they can assist you in your ascension. They can assist you in healing yourself and connecting with higher aspects of yourself.
Yes.
So pyramids are effective. I find it effective.
Thank you. Mark, it seems you have a thought as well. I see you thinking.
I just popped in, and I'm still kind of coming back from my errands. Maybe you could just give me a brief idea of what the common thread is for the conversations. Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. There's no common thread. The conversations will flow as they may. Ideas and excitements will come, and whatever I can help with to help counsel in, I will offer that. Any ideas you may have, you may offer as well. Yes? So, do you have any ideas about how to ground yourself? How do you ground yourself? Mark?
Are you asking me specifically or everyone in the group?
You specifically.
I visualize an earth running deep in a root, like a tree root, running from the base of my spine deep into the ground.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Yes, I do that as well. Some people feel comfortable with doing it with the earth. And then recently I discovered I also feel comfortable doing it in deep ocean. So I would imagine a deep ocean surrounding me, and whether it's caves within the ocean or just water, deep blue ocean surrounding me, that it helps immensely. I believe the water in the ocean connects to the water within our bodies, and so that's really good for meditational purposes as well. And so is deep in the earth, because we're also made of carbon, which is now transferring to our crystalline energies. So yes. Lots of pressure in the transitions. Yes, stargazer. That's how crystals are created, with lots of pressure, carbonized, pressurized earth. Yes? That's what we're turning into, the crystalline energies. We like that. Yes?
So, I guess I have something that's along the topic. Recently, for me, my reality and my dream reality just seem like the same. Like, you know, in your dream, it's like flawless. Like, you're just watching, basically. You're making subtle choices, but they just make a story that you watch, pretty much. And you're able to, like, feel other people and know what's about to happen.
Yes.
And that's what's been happening in my everyday life. And sometimes I just sit and think, like, man, I only think this is this far away from my face because of my senses telling me that. And it's like, you know, it gets kind of trippy after a while, but, you know, I'm wondering if that's happening to a lot more people, which it is, but, you know, in this group.
Yes. You've answered your question.
Yeah, it's something I'm getting used to.
Amran, is that happening with you as well?
Yeah, it's a little different. I get a lot of déjà vu sometimes, and sometimes it's like, I don't know how to say it. Sometimes it's like you feel like you know everything, and you just don't want to say anything to others. It's like, I know that you don't know everything, but still you have the feeling that I just don't need to talk, don't need to speak to anyone. and just I think I'm talking about the connection.
Yes.
The connection. So that's what we get more connected as we go through,
Yes.
yeah, all these energies.
Connecting with self to transmute all the things we've learned, all the ideas we've gained from society or osmosis,
Yeah.
and transmuting them within the self, which in
Yeah.
turn transmute them in the planet as well. So yes, connecting back to the self is wonderful.
And the amazing thing is that when you become when you can sense many things, when you're connected, like Sheldon said, when you're connected, then you can everything is like everything talks to you, speaks to you. The trees, the walls, the earth, the air, everything, wherever you go, they just talk to you. They want to grab you back. Come here. Be with us.
That's perfect. Yes, the world begins speaking to you in ways you could not have imagined before.
Yeah.
Yeah, things get really symbolic.
Yes.
It's like filmmakers, they always add like, oh, why is the house number 202 or something like that. And then there's like a deep meaning behind that. It's like that everywhere you go, and it's always been like that, but you just need to look at it. And you know, it's pretty crazy how much stuff actually is right in front of you that you don't really realize.
Yes.
And I have this theory actually that there are colors that everyone can see, but once we have a name and like an idea of it, we'll be able to see more colors. Because that's what happened with people back in the day. Like, they didn't have an idea of blue until people were like, hey, blue. And then like, you know, oh, this is blue. The sky is blue. And then they're like, oh, they start seeing blue everywhere, and now it's a thing.
Yes.
So I feel like that'll happen again, hopefully soon.
Yes. Guru Dan and I have these conversations wherein, well, one conversation he stated that once you give something a vibration of a word, it exists. So everything that has a name, everything we can speak, it exists. It has consciousness, you see. I'd like to add something Kathleen said about meditations she does. She says she has deep blue shimmering waters or open skies when meditating. Thank you, Kathleen. That's wonderful. I think she is the energy of air. Yes, the element of air. Guru Dan says, everything exists because you exist. Sounds like Bashar, no?
Oh,
yeah. Because you exist, you're a being that exists. And because you exist, you can only understand other things that exist. You cannot know something that does not exist because you are a being that exists.
Yes.
So if it has a name, if you have, somebody might say, oh, have you seen the Loch Ness Monster? And you might say, no. You might say, well, do you believe it exists? Say, well, yes. Well, how do you know it exists if you've never seen it? Well, because we have a word for it. So we know what it is. It exists somewhere. And they say, well, how do you know it exists? Well, because I exist, and because I'm a being that exists, and I can only know other things that exist, it must exist because we have a name for it.
Yes.
And they go, what? And then their brains melt, and then their eyes glaze over, and you have to feed them dinner. It's crazy.
Yes. So that debunks every idea that has ever been about myths. Oh, that's a myth. Now we're discovering everything we believe to be myths are all real. Yes, Mark. There are really purple people eaters. Someone created it in their mind and say, there goes a purple people eater. Kathleen says, run when you see them.
that's the confusion about that. Are they purple people eaters, or do they only eat purple people? If they only eat purple people, then we're pretty safe.
So
unless you have rosacea.
Well, we need some rose people eaters then. I don't know.
well,
Silly.
we're getting way off topic here.
Yeah, but it's fun. Yeah, go ahead.
They actually exist.
It actually exists.
Rose people, they exist. All pink and rosy.
Yes. So what are some of the things you thought didn't exist that now you figure exist? This is for everyone.
Oh, for the longest time I didn't believe in UFOs because I never saw one, and then you have some experiences and go, oh, were those UFOs the whole time? It's like, oh, I didn't know that's what those were. And you think, oh, well, let's think about this a minute. So if I don't believe in UFOs, what does that mean to me? And if I do believe in UFOs, what does that mean to me? And then look at the difference and then see if it really matters if you believe in them or not, because it kind of doesn't matter. It's kind of like, oh, I'm going to have peanut butter and jelly. Well, is it going to be grape jelly or strawberry jelly? Does it really matter? It's going to be jelly, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter if you believe in UFOs or not. Yeah, I know. I just used the jelly analogy for UFOs to justify UFOs. So it's all right if you have them or not. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have them, but it's also okay if you do. That's what's important to know.
Yes. The choice of perception. Yes. Mark, you had something?
Now, when it comes to UFOs, I still struggle with how open-minded to be. There are so many different stories on YouTube about many more entities than we have channeled messages about from channelers we trust. How do you... I still don't have a mental compass to help me sort fact from fiction.
Well, here's what you do. You connect to yourself. Is it something you wish to see? Why do you wish to see it? Is it for proof? Is it for belief? Or is just the mere fact, hey, I want to have that experience? What's the true reason? When I debated that earlier on, before I began seeing UFOs myself, I said, why do I want to see it? But then the more I said I want to see it, the more I didn't. And then when I released the idea, that's when I began to see. Hello, Felix.
Hello, Sarah.
Welcome.
Welcome, you too, to your own show. Oh my god, so many people here. Hey, Sheldon. Hey, Guru Dan. And I know. And Omran. And the rest I don't even know. Oh my god.
Yes.
You probably do. Just past lives.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Yes.
I've come to that fact. Everyone I see, whether it's like the person in line at like, you know, the store, or like the person who's like next to me at a stoplight, I probably know them and we're probably good friends, but not here.
Yeah.
Somewhere else, someone else.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I've accepted that, you know, at least with me personally, I've been around so many different places where it's like, hey, I know everyone, kind of. And like, you know, that opens me up to like instant connection with everyone, which helps everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Sheldon, once again, it's so, your Mario channeling was so epic, man. Wait a minute, I gotta...
Okay.
It's one of the most epic things I ever witnessed in creation.
Wow, thank you.
That's
Yeah.
big kudos there.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, always.
All right.
For those not familiar, well, I'm a channeler. Hi, and yeah, I channeled Mario, like the guy with the mustache and the red hat. I channeled his consciousness, and turns out he's like partially like a six-dimensional Syrian being mixed with like other past lives of the voice actor. It's pretty complicated, but it really opened me up to the idea that everything is real, as we were saying earlier, and you can channel it and connect to it in like a telepathic way, and it's really interesting.
Yes, because once you decide to connect to an energy, and you have strong intention, strong desire, you will be able to connect to that energy. That energy will connect to you as well. So it goes both ways. It's like the radio dial, you see? You tune to the frequency of that energy. And therefore, you're able to channel that energy.
Yeah, I was practicing channeling today, and it's a little different for me. And what I channeled was that when I tried to channel, and it was only Galactic language that came through, and my own language didn't come through at all. It was like, okay. But what I found is that, yeah, tuning into the energies, it was a little of a challenge.
Yes.
That part of letting go and allowing, and just allowing, let go of the body. One just clings to the body and you say, I want to control it so badly.
Yes. And there's the rub. When we try to control something, it puts obstacles in our path because we say it has to be this way or this way, and it can't be some other fashion that it may come through. So learning to release the idea of control is a huge one for many of us. Yes, Amran?
Yes, I was muted.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And yeah, that part of surrendering is a huge part. I find it still difficult in my own life to just surrender sometimes.
Yes, it is.
So.
Very good.
So on the topic of channeling, I have this idea, and I'm not the first one to think of this idea, but when you're a channeler, throughout your life, you can be constantly channeling your higher self. And that's what I've been kind of practicing, kind of, like not consciously, but I noticed like there is just kind of an automatic thing going on.
Yes.
And like, you know, it's just an interesting concept to like, you know, channel a walk or channel a posture or something like that. And like things change because of it. It's pretty cool.
Yes. It's interesting you mentioned the walk. That's how I began. People say you had to meditate in order to connect to higher energies, and so I did like most people do. You know, I sat down and I crossed my legs and I said, I'm going to meditate.
The worst part. Cross legs, the worst part.
Exactly. And you know, when I tried to do that, all these thoughts started popping up and I couldn't quiet my mind and it just went everywhere. And I said, there has to be a better way of doing this. But I tried to follow what everyone said to do. They said you had to quiet the mind. It had to be a certain way. You had to be sitting in a certain way. And I found I couldn't do it that way. So I decided to just walk. And in walking, I found my way of meditating. And now I tell people, it doesn't have to be any certain way. Find your way of meditating. Find your way of connecting. You're right that you could channel a walk of a being. You can channel the voice of a being. You can channel many things about a being, you see. The being may be a jet ski rider or things of that nature, and you can channel that energy. And so you carry that within you because you're channeling that frequency within you. And so I learned to channel in that way, to channel the many frequencies. I allowed them to just come in. Ideas would pop up into my mind. I allowed that instead of trying to shut them up. Yes?
Yeah,
you guys have similar experiences?
Yeah, I wanted to tell something. I forgot how long ago it was. It was like within 4 days maybe. But I went frisbee golfing with one of my friends where, for those not familiar, you have frisbees. There's like these basket type things with chains and you make it in there. And basically, like, I've only done it like 5 times before this. So like I wasn't very skilled and or experienced. But I decided to channel my throws. I was like, okay, just pick the right one, and then just not think about it and just throw. And like every time, people were like, "Wow, that was a good throw." I was like, "Yeah, thanks." And, like, you know, I channeled the spirit of the game. That's what I told someone.
Yeah.
Like
That is
I kind of
wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I kind of sneak in like real information as jokes. So like, I was like, yeah, I was just letting spirit of the game use my body, and just not think about it and throw, and because that's what I did. So
I will remember that when I play darts.
Yes.
Yeah, I will remember. Spirit of the game, just come through. Let me win. Yeah, a couple of beers.
Yes. Felix, you had something to say?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, maybe a bit too much to say. I don't know.
Well, try.
You keep talking. Everything's alright. I'm channeling too. I'm channeling a lot of stuff. I kind of it's always around me all the time. Like everywhere I go, I realized like what it's hard. It's a hard concept to explain because I think we are channeling stuff all the time. And there's like I think different degrees of how aware we can be of that, based on our how aware we are to the subtle energies and stuff. I mean, you guys have a lot of knowledge about that. I got too, but it's not like I feel like Mario is here or what was a Hathor or something? Like the thing that I feel a lot is like my guides, other people's guides, and then I communicate with a certain guy who's called J. Essex. His name is like he has a channel and there's a big energy around him. Like he says, it's a field, like in the field energy. It's a hard concept to grasp, but that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Yes.
Those kinds of stuff.
Well, I just want to say it could be as easy or as hard as you allow it to be.
It's not. I don't do anything actually. I just my thoughts, what I think is instantly projected into the reality all the time. And even it's in the, like yesterday I was at like a pub in my town, and there were a lot of young people and I'm kind of like fucked up because I'm always so pissed about like other people being in their normal lives and being content with their lives, and I'm like, I have so many, like I think about Bashar and all these crazy and you guys and all these energies, and I want to go to people and talk to them about it. But it's happening, and I hear it because it's like things sneaking in the subconscious of the people. So that's what I'm getting. I hear it. because there's just voices popping up that say from some place that say the stuff I'm thinking. It's constant, which is extremely cool. You know, it's it's pretty magical, but at the same time, it's kind of a fuck up because, you know, I feel who is aware of what, like in the conception, in the what they are getting.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone has their level of awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that idea, I came to the realization that when someone is ready, I will come into their environment, their reality, because I've gotten to the point wherein I'm not afraid to say who I am anymore. I would literally go up to you and say, "Hi, how you doing?" And as we spark up a conversation, I will know how far or, you know, how much to pull back with the person. And I would just literally tell them, I am a channeler, I am a healer, and I'm a counselor. And they want to know more about that. And that's the opening, because they asked to know more. If they decide, okay, and that's it, they don't want to know anymore, I know to step back.
Mm-hmm.
But more often than not, they want to know more. So I give them a little bit more, and they say, I want to know more. So I give them a little bit more. So it's becoming aware of the energy of that person, what they're ready for.
Mm-hmm.
And let them ask for it. Don't be shy to say who you are.
I'm very shy.
Yes.
Okay. Like,
stand up, because those people who are ready to hear you will come to you.
Yeah, but I'm right now. I just arrived at a point where I can like really focus, where I'm able to fully focus on other people as well. Because the last time there was so much input all the time that I was just focusing on myself basically to kind of comprehend everything. And now I'm like, okay, I can really focus on you. I can concentrate on you, on your energy, where you are at. And so that's a big step for me right now.
Yes, very good. And understand you're walking into their reality as well, because they're ready to hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't meet.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be vibrating at the same frequency where you stop and say hello and how are you, and opening a conversation with you.
Yes.
There are many people who pass by. You can smile and say hello, but they'll say hello and they'll keep walking.
Right.
Right? And then those who strike up a conversation, they may be prepared to hear you, and it's for you to sense your own emotions, because your emotions tell you whether or not they're ready, right?
Yeah.
So feel that. Our hearts connect to each other. Allow that feeling to be there and say, yes, this person is ready. No, this person is not ready. I can give them this much. You see? And you'll be surprised how much they open up because you allowed it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, I kind of, I'm thinking a lot about passion right now. That's like the thing that I explore right now, because right now I'm at a point where I can feel what input is coming from others, so I can discern my own passion and the passion of other people, and say, like, because I think that in my previous life, so to speak, I always jumped on another one's thoughts and passion, if you will. Like riding their wave, so to speak.
Yes.
And now I'm way more centered now. So I can say, oh, that just came from you, like that energy. So thank you, but I'm gonna keep that in mind, but I'm doing my thing right now.
Yes.
Something like
Holding
that.
your own frequency.
Exactly.
Yes. Kathleen, she's writing on the side, she says, feeling, using your feeling senses.
Yeah.
And she says if she gets pushed by her guides, she will speak up. Yes, many of us.
That's for me. That's right. That's exactly. Like
Yes.
I have like words that I feel like this is right to say right now.
Yes.
So say it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Welcome,
Sean.
Oh, hi, Shiny.
Hey, much love.
Much love, Sean. Do you have anything to speak on this topic, if you will?
Yeah. Basically, Akuna Matata, and that's what I have to say on that topic.
Very well, Sean. Thank you. Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, Sarah, say something about you. Are you like having progress with your festival and in your life? Is everything good?
Yes. Well, I had to push that back because I'm creating an event for the autumn equinox. It's called the Ascension Convention, and it's a celebration of moving forward into the fourth dimensional energies, moving forward with what's inside of us, the healers, the scientists, the historians, all this information that's coming towards us, the channelings as well. It's a celebration of all of us discovering who we are. So more information will be coming out about that. Now, what you're referring to is the Ancient Sites Tour. I've had to put that back so the funds can be risen for me to be able to do that. And that idea is I will be traveling around the world to the different pyramidal structures that used to be along the old equator. Not this equator line, but there's an equator line where many of the pyramids were built. So you have the pyramids of Machu Picchu, you have the pyramids of Giza, you have Angkor Wat, you have many in the Middle East and Easter Island. Those were all built along the old equatorial line. And so I am accepting donations to help in that tour.
Yeah, I know that you want to do that later. I actually was talking about the convention. The
convention, yes, that's moving along just fine. I'm gaining people who will be helping out with that event. So it would be in Austin, Texas, around the autumn equinox.
I think. Yeah.
Yes.
When do you want to do it?
That's September 19th through the 22nd. I believe those are the dates. Yes.
Cool.
So yes, that event is coming up for those who are interested. More to come. There will be exciting concerts and a galactic ball and many speakers and exciting vendors, things of that nature. All are welcome to join. We look forward to seeing you in Austin, Texas. All right.
And we are far, far away.
Yes. We have Sheldon, you want to speak about the topic you just brought up?
Yeah, sure. So in the side chat, someone said, nice picture. I was like, thanks. So I guess I'll explain what this is. So this is made entirely of straight lines, and it creates this illusion of the curved lines based on where they start and everything. So, yeah, I looked into this because I got like a bunch of downloads about subatomic reality, and everything is made of straight lines. Like okay, I'm gonna need to visualize this. So there's like dots everywhere, like in a crystal lattice. You imagine carbon crystals, like how they're arranged in the hexagonal pattern. Each point is a dot of light, and these are connected through lines, which create the flower of life, which creates this matrix after a while. So, yeah, I'm looking into the mathematics of curved lines and how curved lines are just straight lines that are in a different dimension. So it's like they're made of straight lines, but the manifestation of it is curved. Like, it's kind of difficult to imagine, but, well, it's abstract. But, like, so you imagine, let's say you're filming something, and you're using special effects. People don't realize that the blood that's being shown on the film is just, like, cornstarch, water, and, like, red dye. But it looks like blood. Or, like, you know, like that rock isn't actually a rock. It's, like, styrofoam made to look like a rock.
Mm-hmm.
But like behind the scenes, you know exactly what it is, and maybe like on a play, there's like a backdrop, and then there's stands and stuff behind that backdrop. But from the stage, it looks like, you know, oh, there's a tree there. Oh, they're actually in wherever. So yeah, I'm just looking into the behind the scenes of 3D reality, you could say.
Playing with perception.
Yes.
Yeah.
When two different lines interact, they create something else, a third line.
Yes.
And that third line is, we can perceive it differently. It's like when you combine two circles with each other, they create a third physical Pisces in the middle. And we can just perceive it as we can perceive it differently. So, but it's still the two circles. We just perceive, oh, there is something else inside, and there is a third line, but it's still the two circles.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's all I have to really say about that. Everything else is just subconscious emotional knowledge that I don't know how to articulate yet.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's all right. Allow the information to flow through as it comes.
And I know that some people watching this now are really benefiting from that idea. Like, maybe they're scientists and they're like, oh, we need to make a good computer. And it's like, oh, let's utilize straight lines or something. I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
Yes. Allow all the possibilities. Not just the one you can perceive at the moment. The ideas will flow and change based upon one's perceptions. Anything else on the topic?
Which one?
The one discussed, or a new topic?
I have been cycling today with like 80 people in my town, and it was a beautiful ray of energy. I don't even know if it's the right word. Yeah, but just a lot of fun. Just thought I'd mention that.
Yes. That is wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
Many people sharing vibrational energy and building the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Each one may be singular, but
Mm-hmm.
together they create a powerful force.
Yeah, you could really feel it.
Like your Vesica Pisces. A new energy may be created from the many strands of vibrations of the human. It creates an idea of a collective, the idea of a new group mind, as
Oh yeah,
your Vesica Pisces creates
was like
a
a
new
family.
line of circle. A group mind is developed from the many individual persons within the group.
The web of tooth. I was just thinking about it. Tooth, the god of, well, Egyptian god.
Yes. Thank you. Any other questions?
Could you comment on that?
What you perceive as the god Thoth, is that correct?
Yes, and his works. I read that he put a web around our world, and that became the foundation of our experience and other experiences that we after that was allowed to experience.
Yes. It created the third dimensional frequencies, the perceptions of a new integrated idea as in your line, the web around the earth, which protects the earth, allows information in to those who are willing to perceive. All information is provided, whether you reach the vibrational frequency of an idea is up to you. Your allowance brings in the information. The idea of how the information shall come only blocks the frequency. Be open to the unknown. The unknown is where the energy and the information lies. Is
And
there anything else?
no, I was just gonna say we find more of ourselves in the unknown. That's
Yes.
what Bashar said.
Correct. Are there any other questions?
So
Very well.
I noticed that there's a lot of energies building up on the planet now,
Yes.
and I'm curious, like, what is it, or what should we, I don't really know how to tell this question, but like, what is it? How can we utilize it best?
The energies are coming from many different directions. The raising of the vibrational frequency of Gaia is one source. The raising of the vibrational frequency of the collective of Gaia, meaning humans animals, plants, and all of the other kingdoms is another source. The vibrational frequencies of the galactic energies from the central sun, from the stars, from the comets, and your celestial bodies are all sources of the new energies within the earth. The way to allow the energies to flow within you so that you may remain steady is by connecting to the earth itself. As stated earlier, connection to the trees, the earth, the animals, the water, the air, the ether, all contain the vibrational frequency of Gaia, Gaia's natural balance. This is how you remain grounded as the energies rise. Does that answer your question?
Yes. I want to share an experience briefly. Yesterday, I was walking into this trail. I was looking for one of my friends, and they told me how to get there. But on the way back, my vibration was so high that even though I was barefoot walking into the ground, everything, like, I was still really, like, ungrounded. It was interesting. I went with it, but I noticed that, like, it raised my vibration so high that, like, you know, I need to get used to it because I'm feeling the new energies everywhere, and it's just pretty interesting how the new ground is higher.
Yes. Your vibration is speeding up. And sometimes it may feel that one is floating instead of walking. In that instance, it is easy. Intend for grounding. Feel the gravity that is connected to this planet. Feel yourself connected deep within the earth. You may do this by touching a tree or sitting with that intention. Asking Gaia for her assistance is the way to return back to self. She is always willing to provide. Is there more?
Can we ask who you are?
I am the higher self of Sarah.
Okay, great. It's nice to meet you.
You are welcome. It is nice to meet you as well.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I guess I have a brief one about numbers. So like 444, all that type of stuff. I recently discovered that I am my own angel, and my higher self reminds me that by showing me 528, which is my birthday, May 28th. So I guess I'm putting that idea out there to look out for yourself because you show up in numbers, for all the listeners and everyone.
The idea of numbers connect us to certain ideas within ourselves. There are many on your internet. You may discover what numbers mean. And in that instance, you discover a number, an idea may surface for you. Be willing to listen to the inner guidance as the number shows itself to you. What is the vibrational frequency of 528? What idea manifests into your mind at the time you see 528? What significance does it have for you? All of these ideas may give you clues to your next movement, the next idea for you to explore. Should it be your wish?
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Are there any other questions?
Light codes. I was thinking about light codes. Codes that we channel. There are many of us who channel information down, but this information we channel down, it comes down in form of codes and in form of light language. But many of us don't understand them, and even that we don't understand them, how can you use them? Because we can translate them.
Light codes come about because your frequency is rising. With the rising of your frequency, you are connecting to more vibrations. The vibrations within the frequency may not be anything you are used to cognitively. You are learning to use a different aspect of self, which is your heart. And within the heart is a heart mind. The heart mind connects you to all aspects of self. All of the aspects within the self hold different vibrational frequencies, sounds, light, color. These vibrational frequencies may not be something your mind is cognitively used to. At the beginning stage, you may not cognitively, with your brain, understand the information that is coming to you. With your heart, the information arrives. The information that is perceived to be silent. As you learn to listen more to your feelings, more to the silent information within you, you will begin to translate cognitively with your brain. that is how you will be able to translate the information of the new vibrational frequencies of yourself.
Okay, thank you so much. That was very useful.
You are
Thank you.
welcome. Are there any other questions?
Well, if nobody else is going to jump in, talking about information coming into the heart that isn't processed cognitively, I tend to spend a lot of my awareness in my head, and I don't really understand heart awareness. My higher self and others have been encouraging me to meditate more and to be patient, that things are happening that I don't cognitively connect with. And I have a hard time trusting that something's happening if it doesn't translate to words in my head. Can you help me with that?
Yes. At those times, breathe. The breath contains vibrational frequency as well. Breathe in and out. Allow the mind to become quiet. Allow the information to flow through you. Intend that awareness for yourself. The mind contains the ego. The ego role is to protect the self that is known. You are connecting to another part of self. The self that is unknown. The ego at the beginning becomes agitated. It does not understand. Breathe and allow the process. With the statement, I allow understanding. Breathe in, understanding. Breathe out, agitation. With the continued idea of allowance, the information will begin to flow through. This is the way to bypass the ego and the mind that wishes to analyze everything. Analyzation is okay. That is the role the mind plays. It is finding itself being bypassed by the heart. And so, we must accept that as part of ego, as part of ourselves. And in acceptance of the ego, we also accept the heart part of ourselves and allow the heart to speak forth. The ego will become aware of this. You negotiate. We're going to allow this. We are going to connect to our feelings. The information within us. You allow the mind its analyzation process, and you allow the heart its giving of information in all of its various ways. In that manner, you may achieve balance. Balance of the self, balance of the mind, the heart, and the spirit. Breath is life. Breath is balance. This is how you allow the balance to exist within the self. Anything more?
Thank you. As I try to follow your directions, the words in my head feel kind of like someone reaching for the brass ring on a merry-go-round. Like there's this sweet, loving power in the heart that I can almost touch, but not quite unite with.
Allow it. It may not happen in an instant. It will take as long as it takes, or as short as it takes. The choice is up to you. Anything more?
Well, that gives me something to meditate on next time I have time to focus solely on that. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you. Any other questions?
Well, what would you like to share? Since no one has questions here, I think.
I am enjoying the heart openings that is occurring in this moment. Thank you for your allowance. Thank you for your existence. You are magnificent.
Thank you.
I am honored.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will go now. Namaste.
Namaste. Yes.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Welcome back, Sarah.
Thank you. Hello there, Sam.
Hi. Hey, I didn't catch up with all the stuff, trying to figure out what's going on here still.
Just conversations.
Okay. I guess you channeled your higher self?
Yes.
Okay.
Oof.
I didn't even know we were live. By the way, that was so beautiful, Sarah. Thank you. It was amazing.
You're welcome. Yes, we're
Yeah.
live.
Yeah. Cool. You're so in tune. That's amazing.
Are there any other topics you would like to discuss today?
Got anybody?
Sam, you have something?
I'm a little lost right now. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. What was the channel message? Because I just got in.
It is recorded.
Yeah, later on, I'm going to take a look at it.
Yes,
But,
thank you.
Yeah.
Well?
Yes, I'd like to discuss something. That your everything you post on your channel on the Quantum Galactic Society is awesome. That's what I'd like to discuss, or just a statement. I just want to give a statement to that. So thank you.
Thank you. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Yes, I share what I resonate with.
Yeah.
Whether it's science and technology and spirituality and, humanity moving forth, our connection with each other, our connection to the planet.
Yes.
I share those ideas as I come across it.
It's beautiful.
And so there's Quantum Galactic Society and Crystal Healers of Gaia. And the intention of the Crystal Healers of Gaia is to connect back to the planet, to the animals, to the trees, to nature in general, and people helping people to move forward in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you would like to see what I post on Facebook, and soon I'll be on Usui as well, you may connect in those areas on Google Plus and Facebook. Yes. All right. Anybody would like to share a new language, maybe? That may be popping up in your heads?
Masai kitia na watai kota jodolo humai ki tazana akai te zini o kotoroma ta aluhuma miu koti te zini wa pavale o kata si io to sa na hawani ka ti o to zini utazena.
Nice song at the end.
Thanks. They always end up doing that.
Sukuanaha tia sokolatia si kukuwati alana katukuashi tia sukuluku ataya ukulutua isi atakana.
I'm sorry. I want to share something.
Oh,
Last
go ahead,
night,
Omar.
it's about language, galactic language. Last night, I dreamed about. I had a dream, and I met 2 or 3 guys. I was their friends. We were friends, and we were hanging out. I don't know them at all. And then suddenly they couldn't move. They were paralyzed, and their bodies became handicapped in a way, and they just couldn't move. They were just, yeah. And then what I did was I went right toward them, and I began speaking a language. It was like a language of them. It was a little magical, and what I did, that I had no idea what the language was. It was a complete new language that came through, and it released them from being paralyzed. And
yes.
it was fun in a way. and I just wanted to remember that language, and it came through in a way today. So
Very
I could
well.
maybe share it now if
Yes,
it comes through.
please.
It's a little intense, so be prepared.
Yes.
Now, Sarah, when you speak the galactic language, do you understand or can you translate those? Or they just come naturally to you?
It just comes naturally to me.
Okay. Do you understand what it means at all?
My heart does. Like
Okay.
we said earlier, cognitively, that's still arriving.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was starting to speak a serpent language, but didn't know what I was saying.
All right, we
It
will
was
hear
only
Amran's first and then yours.
no, I don't know what to say, but it just at one point in time, I woke up and I was aware, and all of a sudden I started speaking the serpent language. I'm like, what am I saying? And that was it.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Omran, didn't you want to speak this language right now? Or did I misunderstand?
Olstanakart, Takur, Jutom, Iplanasit, Uklasafir, Mtakish, Tuchlut, Iplast, Nahir, Iklashasat, Amtir, Puflukush, Amtakar, Mtipifitush, Mtipif, Naar, Nakish, Mtir, Aklus, Tufur, Tuhush, Neklir, Paftam, Iklasafir, Ushnu. God.
Yeah.
Very
Wonderful.
nice. Powerful. Mm-hmm.
That was a strong voice. What
Yeah, I have
race
no
is
idea
that?
what that was.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was very strong. Oh, my body feels weird now.
We're good, yes?
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's vibrating.
Yes. It seems to be a hybrid of the one you've spoken before. The idea that came to me at the time was a mixture of the insectoid and the Lyran or Syrian. It may be a triple hybrid.
Yeah, I haven't. Yeah. Well, that's the new language.
Very good.
I feel lighted. Oh.
Yes. Languages can do that.
They can.
Their vibration rises.
Yeah, exactly.
Your energy becomes calmer sometimes. It's settled.
Yeah.
Felix, did you have one?
No. And I'm also shy. Maybe next time.
Okay.
It has been a while. It has been a while.
Yes. Sam, would you like to give the...
No.
It's not coming through. I don't feel it.
You don't feel it?
Not right now, no.
Okay.
Yeah. But my body feels really hot, like there's a lot of energy is coming through. I've been going through that stage of the clearly awakening. It's like every day. I'm just twitching around, driving, especially at nighttime, because I told it, don't do this when I'm driving. So it always happens at nighttime. And I'm twitching, and as I close my eye when I'm twitching, I see vision. You know, I see there's a race of alien. I don't know who it is, but it has a big head and black eye, and it came and visited me, and I kind of like freaked out a little bit, and I thought, oh, and then it started to go away, and then the big cobra came and just kind of right in front of my face. It's doing its dance. I don't know what it means, but every time my body twitches, I see vision.
Nice.
So whatever message they're trying to bring through. But I do know my soul name. I found out.
Oh, very good. Would you like to share it?
Yeah, it was Poseidon.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to know my soul name, so in a dream, a being came to me and called me Poseidon. I'm like, well, and then I'm like, okay, Poseidon, who is Poseidon? And he said, basically point to me, you. And then as I wake up, and I'm like, well, who is Poseidon? What is Poseidon? And then again, I said, you, Poseidon. I said, okay.
Interesting.
I still have a little doubt, that little doubt, but I guess what it is what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I was given the information at one point that I was a daughter of Poseidon. So
Oh.
I find that you're connected to the water, yes?
Yes, I love water. I used to do a lot of fishing in the past, but since I woke up, I give away all my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. And
Yeah.
I still enjoy it. I was looking to go to the lake today, but I stayed home instead.
Yeah, the water energies call to me all the time, and I use it in healing as well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's not often that I get to go to the beach, but I can connect to the water wherever I am. And I bless my water constantly as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this awakening process here still. There's a lot of stuff coming through and I don't understand. And I try to put everything together because I'm more visual.
Mm-hmm.
It tells me, it said, quote, you have the power to connect the dot and your answer will be clear.
Yes.
That's what it tells me. So I've been trying to connect the dot, but I still have doubt, if I, doing it right.
Well, that's okay. You'll go past it. It is something different than we've been taught. So doubt does creep up. And so we allow it to be what it is and breathe through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. And allow more to come. And keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm open. Yep, I'm open. Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to learn how to channel.
There's no learning how to. Exactly. There's not really a learning how to channel. It's more of a accepting that as part of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Last night, I want to share this because last night, as I meditate, I try to channel, and I feel like a presence of an entity enter my body, and then there was like a telepathy message saying, "Sam, get out, get out, get out." I'm like, "What do you mean, get out?" It's like telling me to get out of my body while the other one's entering, and I said, "I don't understand. What do you mean, get out?" And then I didn't get out of my body. I stayed there, and then the feeling of that energy just left the body, gave me a big jolt. So I don't know what that means. Maybe that's part of channeling that I was trying to practice. I don't know.
There's different forms of channeling. You have trance channeling, and I believe that's the one you're speaking of, wherein your cognitive awareness is not exactly there. You allow another to step through, to speak through your body, your vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the trance channeling.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's also the what's some called cognitive channeling, where you're aware of everything that's going on because you're still there. You're sharing the space, you're sharing your vehicle so that another being may speak through you, but you're aware of everything that goes on.
Okay.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And it can be hard sometimes because you are aware of everything, so you want to control in a way and filter.
Yes,
like,
you filter in that way. Unless you say, okay, I allow the entity to speak, and I will allow myself to just observe. So in that idea, there's no filtering.
Mm-hmm.
It's just allowing the energy and the information to come through. Okay?
Yes.
Are you doing that, Amra? Are you channeling a lot?
No, I have. It's all new to me. So I'm like a baby in channeling.
But we all have to start somewhere, right?
Yes, right. But I'm progressing. So
yes.
So it started with Galactic Language for me first. So it has started.
Yes.
So sometimes I just walk. I go to to the grocery, to get something, and then I just talk. Everything come out. Everything just comes out. So
Beautiful.
even that I'm aware of walking and so on. So that's my experience at the time being now.
Wonderful. Keep allowing.
Yeah. So I'm working on allowing, and trusting.
Yes.
That's the huge part.
Yes.
Sam, you had something else?
I lost my train of thought.
That's okay.
My memory's been pretty bad with these changes. It's like short-term memories. It just comes and goes.
Yes.
I don't know. Is that everybody's going through that same process?
There is a process, but how we define it is different.
Okay.
So defining things in terms of bad and good only puts in blockages within ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Because we limit the idea. What we want to do is state what we wish for ourselves. So how can you restate your statement in a way that relates to how you wish your reality to be?
Okay.
Yes, how would you restate your statement, Sam?
I'm not sure. Trying to figure it out still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's very difficult when you forget, like you want to do something or you take a step to go somewhere to get something, and then you walk up there, you're like, okay, well, what am I doing over here? What did I came to get? You know, it's like that. It's like it's hard, the changes, but it's part of the process, I guess.
Yes, part of the process. So we're coming to the end of our time here. And I'd like to say thank you all for joining me today on Conversations with Sarah. I hope you all had a wonderful time and a wonderful experience. Yes?
Yes.
Very
Thank you so
good.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yes. You're welcome all. Thank you for joining us today. Our next event will be 2 weeks from now on, this month is almost over just now, on the either the 6th or the 13th. Let me see how that works. Yes, okay. The 6th. So I will see you at that point in time, and I love you all. Thank you very much, and namaste.
Much love. Much love.
Much
Much
love.
love. Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.
Bye.